What's going on, people? Had to come on. Was on a run, don't mind me. Hot today. It's heating up. The temperature's hot and the draft, you could smell it. And for the New York Football Giants, it smells like opportunity. There's a chance. Look. Reports come out, right? The Giants are sending an entire team, and I think that includes the GM, the head coach, and I think even I heard John Mara. I headed over to Michigan on Sunday, I believe, for a private day with J.J. McCarthy on Easter. Look, you can think what you want. You can have your agendas. You don't fly on Easter Sunday, an entire organization, to go meet a kid and see him privately work out if you don't have very strong intentions to draft that kid. So I got to start to think the smoke. There's been a lot of smoke, but this is not one of them, brothers. J.J. McCarthy and the Giants is real. It's catching steam. You're going to tell me they're flying out on Easter Sunday, on their holiday, away from their families, everyone, to spend a day with J.J. McCarthy to try to get the Vikings or some other team to come bite up and get him? You could believe that. You could even sell me that, maybe 1% of it. I don't think so. J.J. McCarthy, to me, is a real good quarterback. He's going to have a lot of development, but he's the type of kid that can develop and be a true winner. Yeah, you hear that all the time. But some guys just have it. I'm not saying it's Tom Brady coming out of Michigan, but Tom Brady coming out of Michigan, nobody even knew was a human on the face of the planet. The guy proved to be a winner. In the right system, doesn't have to be the greatest team around him, but it has to be the right structure. O-line, a run game, tight end, winner. J.J. McCarthy, to me, reminds me of him a lot. At the point when Brady was coming out of Michigan, a lot of people don't think much of J.J., now, we're thinking he's higher than what Brady was coming out. And I'm not saying he's Tom Brady. Tom Brady was a legend that came on as time went on. He also had everything. He had the right things in the organization. But I couldn't help but watch LSU yesterday. And these kids, these all-American alphas were playing on a whole nother level. You'd think they were already past their first few years in the NFL, right? Jaden Daniels, to me, and I'm a big Drake May guy, and I'll get to him in a moment. I've been on Drake May all along because I'm a type of guy that matches certain type of personalities and players to certain areas and organizations by location in the country, and New York, New Jersey is on a different level. You have to handle a lot of crap, pressure, media, fans, a lot of nonsense outside of the game on the field. You got to be that leader. You got to be that person that can't be rocked. Okay? You can't be touched, and you can't be getting emotional over social media and what fans are saying, because the fans in New York, they're going to cry and bitch every time no matter what happens. They're also going to be the most loyal fans in the world. We're die hard and we burn, we bleed for our teams. And that's why we're kind of harsh on the team, especially after 10 years of trash. Giant fans have high expectations of this organization and this team, even though it's been bad. We've seen the Lombardis. We've tasted this champagne many a times. And that's why the expectations are so high, and we haven't come close to meeting that shit. Yeah, I'm rocking my Yankees today. Opening day Yankees, pinstripes for life. But to get back to the blue, the Giants, Jaden looked amazing. So I'm a big May fan, but I gotta say, this guy Jaden is the best quarterback in this draft all around. A Lamar Jackson plus some, I think he could be, because of his accuracy and his throwing. He can bring the athletic ability, the running, the move the sticks with his legs like Lamar, but I think he has the better natural, pure arm and accuracy, man. It's all there. You know what's crazy? You know what Jaden kind of reminds me of a modern day, even maybe more athletic player version of Randall Cunningham back in the days. And if he's anything like that with the modern day ability, this kid's special. And I don't think he's gonna crack the second pick with Washington. You gotta be brain dead not to draft him. So I think while he's going number 2 to Washington, I would love for the Giants to have an opportunity to grab a kid like that. But yo, this is what I'm thinking with Joe Schoen. I think Joe Schoen has something cooking. Let me reverse the Giants hat, baby. I think Joe Schoen got something cooking and we don't, and he's keeping it on the low. There's a lot of smoke pouring out of that pot. I don't think going to see JJ on Sunday is smoke. I think that's real, because I think they think that's the guy that's going to be there for them without having to move up and trade away assets. But yo, check it out. Neighbors destroyed yesterday. He's everything we thought he was, plus a lot more. This kid might be the best weapon in the entire draft. A1 and A1 and a half with Harrison Jr. Neighbors is more athletic. He's built like a beast. He's the pure dog attitude that the Giants have been yearning for. Bro, he's everything. And he can take the ball to the house at any time he touches it. I think he's a do-it-all. And I know the Giants are dying for that all-around atomic weapon. And Neighbors is all that, plus some. So what do you do, man? Yo, Miz is going to dream for a moment. And why can't I? This is the time of year where you're allowed to dream. And it's not a far-fetched one. At 6, if Neighbors is there. If the Chargers don't take him at 5, and I'm thinking the Chargers are also looking at Joe Alt. The Giants take Neighbors at 6, right? Fan base explodes. We're happy, right? But now you got half a fan base or more that is worried about the QB, and the Giants could still get one. And here's my thing. Would you? You got Neighbors at 6 in a Giants helmet. Would you? J.J. McCarthy falls a few more spots. But you know, I don't know if the Vikings came up to 3 with New England, and that's the spot where I think the Vikings would go for their guy. And I don't know who that guy would be, but I don't think it's JJ. I think it might be Drake May. And Minnesota comes up to 3 and grabs Drake May, right? He fits the Vikings type of organization. He also fits the Giants, I believe. He also fits New England. But I'm in strong belief that New England's looking to build the roster. They're not ready for the quarterback. They're going to go with Breida this year. And come back next year, they'll be at the top again to get a quarterback. So they're going to look for some picks. They're the only team that for realistically would trade out of 3. And I think the team that's going to go for them are the Vikings with their 11 and 23. And they probably throw in next year's 3. And that would do it. That would seal the deal for New England. New England gets their picks. They go build their roster. The Vikings come up. They take Drake May. Right? Because Khalib and Jaden are off the board already. In my scenario, can the Giants take their number 2 pick and maybe throw in a next year 2 or a 3rd? Whatever it takes. It wouldn't be the 1. And can the Giants come back up to somewhere around 9, 10, 11? The Bears are picking 9th. You could probably get that 9th pick from them. They'd like a few more picks. You go to 9. Maybe the Jets at 10. They're looking to trade back also. You give them the 2 this year. You give them the 2 or the 3 next year. Let's just say for argument's sake the 2. You give them the 2 this year, the 2 next year. You come up to 10. And you snatch J.J. McCarthy, a guy that the Giants seem to really, really love. And if Dable really likes a quarterback, we all should love the quarterback, because Dable's the QB guru. And that man knows that he can groom this kid into a real deal franchise. And you walk away from this draft. You stole the draft. Lotto. Neighbors at 6. Came back up and got your franchise future quarterback at somewhere between 9 and 11. You're going to have to do it before Denver picks, probably. You do it sneaky. And I believe Joe Schoen is a sneaky, gambling type of guy. And I walk away with Neighbors, an all-around atomic #1 weapon. And the future QB and J.J. McCarthy, which Dable gets to reset the clock and groom. And you could start the seasons with Jones or Locke. And J.J. sits for a while and learns until it's the right time where Dable feels it's time to put him in. I don't care what the media or the fans say. There ain't going to be no fucking pressure because it's all on the table now. You could see the direction for the Giants. And if I'm Joe Schoen, are you listening to the Miz? Do it! It's easily doable. Make this happen and give this franchise a major direction. And that's my thought. And that's my request to Joe Schoen. We are less than 4 weeks away, baby. A chance once again to direct this franchise back up. And this fan base is burning for it. I'm the Miz.